Thank you for coming to the We Love Canada press conference. Appreciate you taking the time and coming. So, obviously, Canada is a very, very important market to us. And we are so close right now to having almost all of North America regulated. When we bought this company back in 2001, our goal was to create a sport. And what we feel creating a sport means is, I always use soccer as an example. Same game of soccer we play in the US is the same game that's played all over the world. That's what we want to do with mixed martial arts. So we've been working diligently over the last 9 years to get this not only regulated in the United States, Canada, and other parts of the world. And I made an announcement probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, that Lorenzo Fertitta was coming on board full time. And it was a big announcement, and everybody was like, that was your big announcement? And now that we look back, it actually was a big deal. I'm one guy. There's only so much one guy can do. Now that Lorenzo's here, he took on the initiative to go global. And since he's come on board, you just saw the video, all the places we've been, all the markets we've opened up on television, and bringing the live event there now. And you've heard me say many times when we started this thing that the three no-brainers for me were the United States, Mexico, and the UK. Because traditionally, huge fights countries, they love fights, boxing, whatever. We never saw Canada coming. We never realized how big this thing was going to be, and there's no doubt about it. Our second biggest market outside of the United States is Canada. And it's very important to us. We care very much about it, and that's what we're here today to announce. So I'd like to introduce my partner, my pal, Lorenzo Fertitta.
Thank you. Welcome everybody this afternoon here in Toronto. We're very happy to be here, as Dana said. Canada is a very important market to us, obviously. When we really thought about what we had accomplished in the US over the last 5 or 6 years, we decided that we had a product that we really wanted to expand globally. So about 3 years ago, we opened an office in the UK with the intent of expanding the UFC footprint around Europe and eventually around the world. Obviously, things have gone very well for us in the UK and in Europe. Not only has the UFC business grown, but MMA in general has proliferated, I think, beyond any of our initial expectations. So it's been a great experience for us. As we sit here today, our focus is now Canada, and I'm pleased to announce that we have decided to actually have a presence here in Canada. We will be opening an office here in Canada full-time to show our level of commitment. In addition to that, obviously what we needed was to find the right individual that could head up these operations. And after a long search and talking to a lot of people, we found the perfect person. Today, we're going to be announcing that we will be hiring Tom Wright as the person that will head up our operations here. It's actually a perfect combination because he brings a unique blend of both business experience and sports experience. As Tom is very, very well regarded in the community here in Canada. He's from Canada, he lives in Canada. He ran Adidas Canada for 11 years. He ran Solomon North America for 2 years, and was also the commissioner for the Canadian Football League for 4 years. So as you can see, Tom has a tremendous amount of experience, is very enthusiastic about coming on board with the UFC and being a part of really building something and growing what truly is the fastest growing sport ever in history, as we've exploded throughout North America and now the rest of the world. So with that, I'd like to introduce Tom, have him come up and say a few words, and then we'll be available to answer any questions anybody has.
Thank you very much, Dana and Lorenzo. This is a great opportunity for me. First of all, I want to thank everybody here from the media. It's great to see some familiar faces. Hey Spence, how are you, man? Nice to see you. And secondly, this is a wonderful opportunity for me as an individual. I want to make sure that I thank Lorenzo and Dana for this great opportunity. And the third thing I want to do before I say a few other things is I want to make a special call out to a very special friend that is watching today's press conference live on UFC.com. And it's an individual that's very near and dear to all of our hearts, and it's Brian Johnston. So Brian, we're thinking about you, and get well, and looking forward to having a chance to work with you for a long, long time. Mesdames et messieurs, au nom de Lorenzo et Dana, je voudrais dire bienvenue au Canada et bienvenue à toutes les personnes ici ce jour. Après ma famille, mes passions, les plus importants sont les sports et bien sûr mon pays, le Canada. After my family, the most important things and my passions really are sports and my country. And I've been really fortunate over the last 25 years to have worked for some great sports brands and some great sports companies and wonderful organizations. From the Canadian Football League that Lorenzo mentioned, to my years with Solomon, Adidas, TaylorMade, and some other great organizations. My work in the community with Special Olympics, which has really given me a broad appreciation of our country. I think that I do bring that unique perspective and a different blend to helping to build the operations here for the UFC in Canada. This is a tremendous opportunity for me to now join the world's fastest growing sport with the #1 brand and the #1 business in that sport, not only here in Canada but across the world. It's a tremendous opportunity for me to work with some great visionaries like Dana and Lorenzo and Frank Fertitta. It's a great opportunity for me to work with a wonderful organization that's very disciplined and professional in how they do things, to work with some of the most amazing athletes that not only are incredibly athletic, but really demonstrate the kind of class and professionalism and that spirit of honor that is so integral and such a tenet in all martial arts. The UFC has a very aggressive global expansion plan, and it's great to be part of the second international office after London to open up here in Toronto starting next month.